I saw a bear. Let's go. All right. This is for day 6, which was August 20th, the morning that I woke up at Alex and Norm. I'm currently just at a little convenience store, just a few kilometers north of the border. I'm going to be crossing today. So I woke up at Alex and Norm's for some well-needed bacon, eggs, and toast breakfast, courtesy of Alex and Norm. Even while working, renovating, and taking care of their baby, they took in another much larger baby that requires more attention than the one that they already own. Thanks a bunch for letting me clean up clothes myself, and thank you for the breakfast. I decided to take it easy on this day with a 40-kilometer bike ride south towards Fernie, which is just like a little it's just basically a biking town. That's all they do is bike there, and it's a good town, my kind of town. Originally, I was going to take the main highway to Fernie, which it would be shorter, but then Alex and Norm suggested that I take the single track that follows the highway. If you're on a trip like this, listen to the locals. It was, for the bit I was on it, it was a great single track. It was smooth, it was flowy. There's enough rocks and roots to be fun, but not absolutely beat the hell out of my gear. So I'm glad that I listened to them on that one. If I just keep stopping the video, it's because somebody pulls in. I'm not at the point where I can do this while somebody's around me. I think it's kind of weird. Yeah, so I saw that bear. There we go. Look at him, eh? I'm more and more nervous with every step. I don't know, did he just keep coming my way? Oh, there he goes. Wow. I was just messing around on my phone when I looked up, and I kind of wish I was messing around on my phone and looked back and saw it, because now I still gotta go that way. I got my bear spray, but I saw a bear! Let's go! And once that bear shot into the bushes, I very cautiously scooted my bike past where he went into the bushes. There was like an abandoned, a concrete building in the trees and everything to my left. As I started to pedal off, without even taking a picture, I kind of realized that missing the last pass and having to bypass it all and just do all that grinding, it kind of put me in a bad habit of just not stopping to smell the roses, if you know what I mean. I turned around and I went to go check it out a bit more. Read a little bit about the town of Hosmer, I think you say it, which used to be an old coal mining town. And those buildings that I'm sure you'll see in pictures, those were only actually in commission for like 7 years. So yeah, it wasn't a very good coal mine, I guess. Yeah, after reading a bit about it on one of those billboards, I took a couple pictures and walked around and just thought about all the shenanigans that me, my brother, and my friends would get up to if we were all together here. So after that, I carried on my way, taking the scenic route way above the highway along the way to Fernie until I kept looking on my phone. I did have service until I noticed I was in line with Fernie, and there's a whole bunch of little trails, single track going down. So I decided to take one that went down to Fernie. And it turns out it was like a downhill course. Not like literally a course, but steep, very bumpy. Lots of rocks, lots of roots. And so when you're riding a 70-pound bike, you pick up speed quick, you hit bumps hard, and you regret your decisions. And I did all of that. At the bottom, my pack and stuff was like hanging on by just a little bit. So I didn't end up losing anything. Yeah, at the bottom, knuckles were white. And I thank God that my pedal didn't come. Oh yeah, I don't know if I even mentioned this or not, but my pedal was shot. The bearing was just gone. Like sometimes I would be trying to pedal and it would just seize and then would just like stay in one spot. So my foot kept on coming off. So I'm glad that didn't actually end up popping off. In Fernie, I ended up stopping at a bike store. They told me that they didn't have the proper tools or parts to fix my pedal, so I had to buy a new one. Go figure. Yeah, of course you didn't. But that's okay. In the end, I bought new pedals. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see that. Nice pedals, but I like mine. I did like mine. So while I was sitting there trying to put on my new pedals, I actually saw two familiar faces coming up towards me. It was Liam and Lizzie. That was the couple that let me stay on their campsite on the very first night, and now we're on night 6 and I haven't seen them since. So they pulled up and we started talking about it, and it didn't take long for all of us to start bitching about Highway 940 or Road 940, the highway of hell. Lizzie was coming to the bike shop for a bent derailleur, possibly related to her cut up knees or her cut up and band-aided up knees. We started talking about Highway 40, but also got onto the topic of how nice that smooth road going into Coleman was. They also picked up another cyclist. His name was Mitch. He's an older gentleman who was having a hard time finding the alternate route after that first pass was closed, because he had the hard copy maps, which that's what I was going to use, but it didn't actually show Highway 40 down to 940. They gave him a hand finding the alternate route because they had the maps on their phones. After I was done dealing with my bike, I was supposed to meet Alex and Jasper out for lunch again, but didn't end up happening because I got stuck at the bike store. It is what it is, but Liam and Lizzie were very quick to invite me out to dinner with them and Mitch, so that was nice at least. Where we all had a great dinner. It was really good. Had a brie burger. Haven't had one. It's really good though. Yeah, so we all had a great dinner, and all of them had great company. Me. So after the bill came, we all decided that is a one-time thing. That is not sustainable for bike packing, and that was a treat. Mitch and I had to find a campsite together. Mitch and I found the only place that seemed like it was available, which was a $60 a night campsite for tents. $60. So we split it. Still pretty steep, but it is what it is. I'm glad we stayed there, and I'll tell you why I was happy we stayed there on the next one. Alright, I've been given two options. One is the flat way, and two is that super steep way. It doesn't really look steep on the camera, but I'm gonna go the steep way. See what we can do. Good. That is steep.